NASCAR is back. It's going to be great. Hey, what's up guys, it's Sam here. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. We're going to be doing RaceInformer. It's back. Yes, we're back. Full-time RaceInformer. It'll be, I know today's Saturday when this comes out, but it'll actually be from Tuesdays and Fridays from now on. I know I did a few RaceInformer episodes that weren't really RaceInformer episodes earlier this month, but we're back doing actual RaceInformer NASCAR news. I haven't been doing much of the RaceInformer in the off season. I know I'm not as good as Out of the Groove. I mean, Eric's just better than I am. I mean, he really is. But we have some news that came out of the off season that I haven't talked about yet because I haven't done a RaceInformer video in a long time. I think like even the last few weeks of the season I didn't even do RaceInformer, so we have a lot to go over. Daniel Hemrick is going to be going to the 8 car for RCR. He was going to be going to the 31 car. It was announced like in September that he was going to be going to the 31 car, and then people were like just change it to the 8 because he raced some races in the 8 last year, and RCR was like, fine, we'll change it to the 8. They can't have the same 8 as Dale Earnhardt Jr. used because Teresa Earnhardt's like really annoying about that shit. She'll like sue them. She's annoying. Like, why does she gotta be like that? But yeah, it'll be the same team. It'll be everything that it was going to be. It'll just be the 8 car. So I think that'll be cool. I don't know how good he'll do this year, but I think he'll do decently. I think like, we're all expecting to get, like, wins or something. I don't think he'll get any wins, but I think he'll do good. They also have Matt Tifft going to the 36 car for Front Row Motorsports. It was announced in, like, December that he was going to be going there. He was previously driving for RCR in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He will be going to the 36 car and the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. It was also announced that Kurt Busch will be going to the 1 car for Ganassi, replacing Jamie McMurray, who will be retired. It also announced that Daniel Suarez will be going to the 41 car, replacing Kurt Busch, where he was at Stewart-Haas Racing. Daniel Suarez was in the 19 car where Martin Truex Jr. is now going at Joe Gibbs Racing. And Jamie McMurray will be retiring from NASCAR. He will be driving the 40 car in the Daytona 500 though, and then he will not be racing any more races after that. He will be working with Fox Sports. And AJ Allmendinger has also retired. Ryan Preece is going to the 47 car, replacing AJ Allmendinger, who will be retiring. He'll be going to NBC Sports. So I think it'll all be really good. Alright, now let's go over how the Clash works. Clash is a race that'll happen tomorrow. It's a 75 lap race at Daytona International Speedway. It used to be a Saturday night race, but in 2017 it got postponed, and they liked the idea of it being a day race, so they used it as a day race last year, and they'll be using it as a day race this year. Who knows what will happen next year. The Clash drivers, it's a field comprised of drivers who won a Busch Pole Award last year, 2018. Former Clash winners, so like Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, drivers like that are already locked in because they have Clash wins in the past. Former Daytona 500 winners, so Austin Dillon's in there. So Jamie McMurray is in here, and all drivers who were in the chase last year. So I think that's pretty much everybody who won a pole, though. I'm not sure. Or who would have already been in, I don't know. And the lineup for the Clash will be determined by a random drawing that will be happening at the Fan Zone at Daytona International Speedway tonight at 6:30 p.m. I'm not sure if it's going to be televised. I know it used to be, and it was a lot of fun to watch. They would have, like, back when it was called the Budweiser Shootout, they would have, like, Budweiser bottles, and there'd be, like, a little wrapper. You peel the wrapper off, and it'd say, like, a number. And there'd be like from first to like 22nd or something like that. It was really fun to watch. I don't know if they have that on TV anymore. They should, honestly, in my opinion, because it was a lot of fun to watch. But they'll have it on NASCAR.com. Drivers who are eligible for the Clash, like I said, are previous Daytona 500 winners, Clash winners, pole sitters from last year, and playoff drivers from last year. So those drivers are Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, Ryan Newman, Chase Elliott, Eric Almirola, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Clint Bowyer, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Paul Menard, Joey Logano, Jamie McMurray, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, Jimmy Johnson, and Alex Bowman. So those drivers are all eligible for the Clash. It's a non-points race, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just for fun. Get a lot of bragging rights, get a lot of money. Alright, so now let's get into my predictions for the Clash. A winner's predictions. Number 3, Chase Elliott. I feel like he has a really good shot. Like he won the dual race, I think, a few years back, and he's just been doing a lot better recently. So Chase Elliott, my number 3 prediction. Number 2, Ryan Blaney. He drives for Penske. He won a dual race last year. I think he led a lot of the Daytona 500. I think he has a really good shot. And number 1, my number 1 prediction for the Clash, Joey Logano. He's a defending champion. He won the Clash in 2017, the Daytona 500 in 2015. I feel like he has a really good shot. Now my underdog prediction. Number 3, Austin Dillon. And you might be asking, why is he an underdog? Because he doesn't really do much. Like, he won the Daytona 500 last year, but nobody expected that, really. Number 2, Jamie McMurray. He's done good at Daytona in the past. He has 2 wins at Daytona in the past. He also has some Talladega wins in the past. That's pretty much where most of his wins have happened. I think he won a race at Charlotte, too. 2 races at Charlotte, I think, actually. And then he won the All-Star race. But pretty much his tracks that he's good at is Daytona, Talladega, and Charlotte. I think those are the only tracks he's ever won at. He's been around since, like, 2002. But it's a non-points race. It's all out. Anybody can win it. So I think Jamie McMurray has a really good shot as an underdog. And my number 1 underdog pick is the Daytona 500 pole winner from last year, Alex Bowman. He actually finished, like, second at this race in, like, 2017, I think. Second or third. It was like a really good battle with Kyle Busch, and he led some laps at the Daytona 500 last year. He won the pole for the Daytona 500 last year, so I think Alex Bowman has a really good shot. And my oopsie picks, the guys who probably will suck. Number 3, Jimmy Johnson. I think Jimmy Johnson doesn't have a really good shot. He always kind of crashes in this race. He crashed like in every race in Speed Weeks last year, so it wasn't good for him. Jimmy Johnson, I don't think will be doing very good. Number 2, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch. Here's my thing. Kyle Busch will either finish like in the top 3 or he'll crash out. It's not going to be anything in between there. It'll be one of those. He'll finish in the top 3 or he will crash out. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. Number 1, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson's never really done good at Daytona. Granted, he won the Xfinity race last year in the summer, but other than that, like, he's never really been good at Daytona. So Kyle Larson, I don't think he will do very good. I think he'll probably crash out at the race tomorrow. But yeah, guys, that's my prediction for the Clash. Tell me what you think will happen. If you guys like this video, leave a like on it. If you dislike this video, leave a dislike and a hit comment. Tell me exactly what you're wrong. Be sure to subscribe to notifications. And as always, goodbye to kitty cats.